Hello and welcome to Forward, Mississippi State University's television show exclusively for the College of Education. I'm Camille Carskadden, the Communications Specialist for the college, and today we have Ms. Starsha Jamerson, the Director of the Mississippi Migrant Education Service Center. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Camille. Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. So tell me about the Education Service Center.
So the Mississippi Migrant Education Service Center is a federally funded program, and we offer supplemental education and support services to migrant children throughout the state. And our main goal is to offset the challenges they face, and we want to improve their educational achievement and outcomes. We're funded by the Mississippi Department of Education, and our center is based here at Mississippi State.
And how did it come to be at Mississippi State?
Well, previously, the state of Mississippi actually had 9 consortia that offered migrant services. However, in 2006, the Department of Education merged the consortia into three districts that were operated by the University of Southern Mississippi, Jackson State, and Mississippi State. But then in 2009, the Mississippi Department of Education they absorbed those 3 regional migrant programs into one, and that's actually what established the MMESC here at Mississippi State as the only service center in Mississippi.
Okay, and what qualifies a family as a migrant family?
So in order for a family to qualify as a migrant or migratory, we follow federal guidelines through the Office of Migrant Education. And on the very basic level, a family is considered migratory if there's a parent or guardian who's a seasonal or temporary agricultural worker, and the family had to have moved due to economic necessity during the past 3 years. Regarding the child needs to be under the age of 22, and they cannot have graduated from high school. And a young adult may also qualify if he or she moved on their own to seek or engage in qualifying work.
And does Mississippi have a large migrant population?
Well, I would say we have a much larger migrant population than many people are aware of. The majority of our families migrate to Mississippi from Texas, Florida, and Maine. Those would be our top receiving states. And then in terms of our top receiving countries, those would include Guatemala, Honduras, and Mexico. And since our families are continually moving to follow agricultural work, our population fluctuates throughout the year, but I would say our annual numbers are in the 500 range.
Okay, and what sort of challenges do these children face when it comes to getting an education?
Well, the research shows us that migrant students face considerable challenges. For instance, due to their highly migratory lifestyle where they're moving from place to place in order to follow agricultural work, that high mobility results in an educational disruption for the students. And in addition to that, there are high poverty levels that the students, the families experience or live under. And in addition to that, if that wasn't bad enough, they also have to deal with the social cultural barriers, language, a lack of language proficiency in many cases for some of our families that are coming from other countries. And so all of those, the combination of that creates considerable challenges. And for that reason, our program exists in order to support our children so that they can achieve academic success.
And you mentioned programs, so what sort of services and programs does the center offer these kids?
Thank you, Camille. So we have a variety of services and programs to support our families. For instance, we partner with districts to provide after-school and summer programs, And we also provide one-on-one academic instruction. We provide preschool services and health referrals. Of course, under this situation, everything is virtual now. And we have a virtual, every week we have virtual reading sessions to develop literacy skills with our students. We deliver home learning packets that's tailored to the needs of our students. We deliver school supplies and backpacks, parent trainings. We have English as a second language skills and many more. And there are several new projects that are under development currently.
Wonderful. And how wide is the center's reach? How many counties, do you know?
So we service all 82 counties and all 152 school districts in the state of Mississippi.
Wow. And has going virtual, has that been difficult, or have you found that it sort of makes you reaching out to families a little bit easier?
So it's been beneficial and challenging in some ways. So I would say beneficial because it's allowed us to be more innovative and think outside the box in terms of developing our programs. The challenges, however, would kind of relate to some of the challenges that I mentioned earlier regarding the migratory lifestyle. Since a lot of the students all of our families live in poverty, the technological access and I guess awareness is not the ideal in many cases. And so we had to do a lot of, set a lot of groundwork and training our families to develop those technological skills that they needed, and also of trying to partner with organizations to provide technological access for them. And so in some cases, we were able to be very successful, but we still have more ground to cover with that. But we have seen success in offering these virtual services.
It's wonderful. And you might have mentioned it before, but how old can these kids be to still be eligible for those services?
So to be eligible for our program, a child can be between 3 to 21 years old.
All right. And what sort of educational needs do these children need? Because it is a wide range of age.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't mention earlier, but we offer preschool services too. So I guess starting from preschool to high school students, that's the range that we service. And so starting at the early education level, there are considerable barriers for preschool migrant students. This is just nationally speaking. There are challenges for them to have access to early childhood education. And so just due to maybe not being aware of the services that are offered, maybe not having transportation in some cases, or maybe not understanding the importance of early education. And so that's where our parental involvement initiatives come into play with our training sessions that we offer. And then also we have preschool services that we provide that are tailored to those needs. And then in terms of our elementary students, I would say probably the language barrier and the educational interruption, those are the primary challenges. And so with that, we have to really develop strong networks with the schools in order to ensure that we're meeting the student on a multifaceted basis.
Okay.
And then we also have, students who have or children who have only come here to work, and these are young adults, and we call them out-of-school youth. And so for that population, we offer different types of services because they have different needs since they're not in school. And so that would be more English as a second language classes, teaching them basic life skills, how to get acclimated to the U.S. and things of that nature.
Wonderful. And you are the new director, correct?
Yes, I've been working with the migrant program since 2006, and I officially was appointed as a director in July of this year.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what are your plans as director?
So, I want to continue to advance our educational initiatives to where we not only support our migratory youth in successfully completing high school, that's our main goal, but I want to expand our scope to where we make post-secondary education an attainable reality. I think that with the migrant program being based here at a university, we have a lot of resources here that our students could benefit from. Other states, their migrant programs are through the local school districts. And so I want to be able to leverage the resources that we have here at the university and also kind of streamline that pathway for students to be able to pursue scholarly endeavors after their secondary studies. And we want to provide all the support they need to achieve beyond what they may have thought was possible.
Wonderful. And talk really quickly, we have about a minute left, about Science Live.
Okay, so Science Live, we call it, and for our students, Ciencia en Vivo or Science Live. It's an ongoing collaboration that we have with the chemistry department, and we offer live virtual chemistry classes to our middle and high school students. And so it's focused around building critical thinking and scientific reasoning skills. And the initial plan was for students to come here on campus on Saturdays and summers to do their own guided research in the lab, but due to COVID, it's virtual. We're piloting it in a virtual format, but the plan is for that to happen on site here in the laboratory. So we're excited about that.
That's fantastic. And if someone wanted to know more about the center, where would they need to go?
So in order to find more information about our program, one can visit our website at mmesc.msstate.edu, and our contact information is there. Please feel free to contact us anytime, and our entire staff is bilingual. And so if there are migratory families or families that perform agricultural work and you think you may qualify for our program, please feel free to contact us.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Camille. It was a pleasure.
For more information about the College of Education, visit educ.msstate.edu.